Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. So I just recorded one video and I just stepped through the whole thing and I felt like it was so complex. Many things weren't explained one step at a time. So I felt like there was a need for another video, just trying to cover anything related with sequential agents. So we have Flowise in here. We're recording a lot of videos on Flowise lately. This is a great ecosystem to build your agents, whatever if they are based on supervisor worker or if they are more sequential like. We have chat flows, we have agent flows. Let's go to agent flow. Let's create a new one and let's see how sequential agents are really created. So we have in here sequential agents, and these are all the different possibilities that we can have in order to make them work. So let's do something. Let's try to see which is the meaning of each of them. So an agent is basically an LLM that has a prompt and that can have things like the state, memory, that can be put together with another agent before, another agent after. That's the sequential process. We give them a name and we can just basically try to update the state of the agent. Try also to format the output on a certain way with a certain amount of fields, and this is the prompt that we give them, and we can also configure it to have to require an approval. So for example, if we want to do something simple, let me drag the calculator. That is a tool. An agent can use a tool. We're gonna give it a tool, and let me get the llama function, this in here, and let me get the catch. So this is pretty much anything that we have already done in the past. No big deal. This is basically chat, catch, and basically the agent. And now we're gonna, well, let's give it a name, like get name. This agent is gonna ask the username. And that's basically it. Or uses the calculator for operations. Okay, that's it. Yeah, possibly this is better. Calculator. I have nothing prepared for this video, so this is basically as we go. Let's say sequential tutorial. Okay, and let's go for something like what is 1 plus 1. Okay, so it is failing with this, like we don't have a predecessor. So what does it mean? It means that we have not given any previous predecessor, so we need to give the start point. We go look for sequential agents, okay, and we have something called the start. That's where the agent is going to start. We drag and drop, okay, and we come and connect start with this, the chat model with this, and we need to create an agent memory, state, and optional input moderation. So agent memory, this one. We have then the state. Okay, everything is ready. So the state is basically a key value of state that we want to give the agent. We have a key, like for example name. We have an operation, and this could be replace, so that whenever the user provides a new name, the previous name is deleted, or it could be an append if we want to have more added as the user interacts with the chatbot. So we give replace and a default value. We could give it a default value. Like for example, I don't know, user, whatever. And whenever the user gives their name, we can substitute that with the name of the user so that in future iterations, the chatbot asks the user for their name or hey, what's going on, whatever name has given the user before. Okay, we can delete with this, and we can also create this using code, but that's more complex. Let's leave it there. This is basically JavaScript. Don't want to jump into it. So that's basically the state. The agent memory is whatever has happened in the past in a conversation with the agent. So whatever interaction with it, that's what this is going to contain. Whenever we delete the conversation, that is cleanup. And then we have the start. We need to give the start of the sequential agent. That's where everything is going to start, which in our case is on the calculator in this case. Okay, so let me save and let me ask the agent what is 1 plus 1. Alright, now it's giving us another error. This is the good part of not having anything prepared. We go through all the errors. So this is telling us, hey, I have no way to end the processing of the sequential agent. I have no way of looping back if needed. So we just come and go for the end node, which is right here, and we just connect the agent with the end node. That's all. We just save again. Let's try again. Let's see if it works. Hi. And now the calculator comes in here. This is funny because now we have told the agent, hey, you're a calculator, and we are just telling it, hey, hi, and the calculator is like, I don't know what you mean by hi. I'm a calculator. I can only calculate numbers. So what is 1 plus 1? And this says it equals 2. It has used the calculator to solve the question, right? The tool input is 1 plus 1. The tool output is 2. And that's what we get, right? If you just click in here. By the way, these messages that appear on the rectangle are something that happens internally. And basically, as it is the last iteration on the sequential process, we get the same output as whatever is saying in there. But in the next video, in future videos, we're going to have multiple agents. So what's going to happen is we're only going to get the last thing that came from the agent, right? From the last agent in this case, not the parts that go in between. So this is basically tool use, another thing that is interesting to learn. So more things we can cover is what happens if, for example, we have to give a condition, right? So that's something we're gonna see on the next video, but we have two possibilities. One of them is condition and the other is condition agent. So whenever we have condition, that's done kind of as you do with code, right? Like if this, then that, otherwise do that, basically. We give a name, router, I usually give it, and then we just tell the condition. So we introduce in here the variable, like for example, the name of the user. This is how you would get the name of the user. Flow.state, dot, and the name of the variable. Like if we add in here, let me get another one, let's cancel. What happens? Oops. Let me get, the output name. So where are we gonna go is basically get name. I don't know, if this is empty, right? For example, we just do that. That's for the condition, right? We have all of the possibilities, like if for example we get and we add in here fave sport, replace, and no value. If we come to the condition, we can just check the value of fave sport, right? If it is empty, contains, so for example, contains football, football chat, okay, I don't know, I'm just making it up on the go. So yeah, let me just remove this calculator, that was just for a test, and let me just make this start agent. We are just testing today, we're not doing anything on production like the other videos or something professional. This is just basically for learning on the meaning of each of the different parts. If everything fails, I'm happy with this. So you are a research assistant who says hi to the user. Alright, and now this is our condition, right? I usually go for the following: just connect the agent to the condition, remove this thing in here. This is the start, right? This is the start, or welcome agent, if you want to call it this way. And then we have the football chat, the get name. So first of all, get name, this is the condition. And then we can also do condition agent, right? So condition agent is, instead of having everything as in programming language, like if then else or whatever, you have the agent determine if something has been fulfilled. So if the user has given the name before, like, hey, my name is whatever, the agent is going to use the past chat history, and it's going to check, hey, is this value right here given by the user really its name? Or if I tell the chatbot, hey, my hobbies are football, whatever, the chatbot is going to rehearse, it's going to think for itself, hey, has the user given me the name before? This is basically prompt engineering, no big deal. But that's different from checking using the variables, using the values of the variables, if it has happened before, as in a condition, not a condition agent. So we're gonna say get hobby. Okay, and in this case, we can give more parameters, right? We have a human prompt, we have a system prompt. So the system prompt happens at the beginning. The human prompt happens on each of the interactions of the user. In this way, you can tell, hey, you are a condition checker, or you are a router, and you need to output this or that. Like, for example, this, you need to output technical, or you need to output conversation. And for example, what we could do in here is key, like for example, yes, flow. Oh no, sorry. This is the key from the structure JSON output. So you also need to make it JSON structured. Sorry about that, because I'm not quite used to the condition agent. So the LLM needs to provide JSON output, and from the JSON output you're gonna have a key. Like for example, a result. Let's say this is gonna be a string or whatever. And we have different values. So the result is, I don't know, football. Description is going to be, I don't know, go to football chat, right? And then if result is string basketball, go to basketball chat, right? And you give it in here, which are the different values, right? Result, string, whatever. So I haven't used it quite that much. Variable, this is gonna be the output in this case, like content as before. Operation could be contains, and this is gonna be football, and this is gonna be the output, so football, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Well, it was on non-capital letters, right? And in this way, you can just route everything to the football agent or to the basketball agent, whatever. I think I'm gonna go further on the condition agent on another video. I haven't tested it quite that much. But let's say, for example, that we have the conditioning here. This is the router. This is gonna be the football chat or the get name chat. Let me check what other things we have. So we have the tool node. That's for another video. That's long. That's basically to tell the agent how to use a tool, similar to how we use the calculator, but custom tools. LLM node is gonna be for whatever the output from the agent is, so that you can use another LLM or the same LLM to process that output, to get information from that output. Like imagine that the agent asks me, what's your name? And I say, hey, my name is whatever. If we don't use this LLM node to get the name of the user from there, what's the agent gonna give to the state is gonna be all my output, right? So something good to do, not with the name, because the name is quite simple. So the LLM with its own chat history can tell, hey, this is the name of the user, or this is the hobbies, or whatever. But with some more complex use cases, that's something good to do. Right at the end of the agent or right at the beginning of the agent, use an LLM node to pre-process, to post-process, whatever is being given. And finally, we have the end and the loop. We're gonna use the loop now. So something we're gonna do is we're gonna have an agent to get the name. Well, let me use the LLM node to get the name, because this is quite simple, right? We don't need an agent. We don't need a lot of history, a lot of understanding, a lot of rehearsal. So the LLM is gonna be get name, simple, no an agent, but basically an LLM. This is gonna be here. And instead of going to the end, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the loop, and the loop is gonna bring us to the welcome agent, right? So we do this, we do that, okay, and we can update the state. So basically here we give name, value is gonna be the output. We are not gonna be doing a structure output. That's something for the condition agent. And basically this is a system prompt. So you are an assistant that asks the user for the name. Okay. Hello there. That's fun. I don't think this is mandatory to have a human prompt right in here, but let's keep it there. So yeah, and whenever the get name process finishes, we're gonna come back to the welcome agent, right? So we start on the beginning. This is the first step. The first step brings us, to the welcome agent. The welcome agent brings us to the agent. The agent brings us to this get name, LM node, and finally we come back to the welcome agent. Right? This is the whole process that we follow. And now we're gonna do something which is have, for example, an agent. And this agent is gonna have football chat. The same chat model. And football expert. Alright, something like that. And the agent could end the conversation in here, or we could go back to the loop, right? So I don't see a lot of value to go back to a loop and go through, hey, hello, I am an assistant. So I'm just gonna end the process in here. So whenever, let's imagine the following. The first step should be, hey, get the name from the user. The second step should be go back to the welcome agent and then be routed back to the football chat. Right, something like this, I guess. I don't know. This seems kind of fun, but this is also improved. It has not been tested before. Trial and error always. So let me check what happens now. I'm just gonna delete. Say hi. It has not asked me about my name. If flow state is empty, get name, we should go to get name. So that is something interesting. Let me check what happened on the state. Oh, because we have a default value here. So we're just gonna remove the user. Okay, that's empty now. I'm just gonna save. I'm just gonna delete all, and I'm just gonna go for hi. And the router goes to the get name. That's great. Let's start by knowing your name. Oh, that's weird. I think this is weird. Something weird is happening in the background. Yeah. Possibly this has to do with the Olama function type in here. So let me test something quick. If I go and get Olama, right? We don't get the function base, and we get this one. And then we just connect this on the start. We don't need to connect to all the different agents on the LLM node because it's gonna use the start one. Wow, this is something weird. Well, I think it's something's going wrong with Olama, to be honest. Let me just stop it. Possibly something on the backend of Olama, having everything cut from before. I don't know. Loader. Yeah, we get the welcome agent, but we didn't get the router. This is interesting. This is the first thing that happens, this kind of behavior. And I'm just gonna have this save as sequential weird behavior. Something on the process, and I think this is the LLM node affecting everything. So let's remove this thing and let's bring an agent instead. This could be the possibility. As you can see, this is something that requires a lot of testing, that requires a lot of tinkering. It is not science, it is much more kind of an art. But yeah, this is gonna be the get name. Getting things right is hard. That's why I'm doing this video, so that at least for me I can have a list of things that I can test. Who asks the user for the name? Alright, and as I said before, I didn't have anything prepared. This is just basically playing around with it just to see what happens. Hi, how are you? Alright, we're not getting name anywhere. Uh-huh. Hmm. Possibly something with the condition. Get name or football chat. Get name or football chat or end. That's okay. Football expert. That's okay. Agent end. Loop welcome agent. Just it should come back to here. Get name. Possibly the chat models. I'm just gonna check. Or absolutely something related with the prompt engineering. Something with the prompt engineering. Okay. Oh, now it is working. Now it is working. It's coming back and forth. The welcome agent and the get name. Oh, I see what's going on. Both of them are going back and forth. So, yeah, there's not be a way for this to stop. Alright. So, this is the first thing that happens to me. And this is interesting that we are having it on record. Alright, so first thing is we remove the LM node. Now we have the agent. Seems to work kind of better. But now the problem is we are having this condition coming up all over the place. So, if we just remove this and say, hey, this is an end node, save and say, hi, hello chat, boom, it works, and there's no looping. So that looping is weird, and what was happening is basically the welcome agent just goes to the router, just goes to the get name because there's no name, the get name in here, and then it just has the loop back to the welcome agent. The welcome agent starts again, goes to the router, there's no name, goes back to the get name, then back to the loop, then back to the welcome agent, router, get name, and loop. That's interesting. That's an infinite loop. But that has not happened before to me, and I had tried before to do the looping back to the original agent. So, I don't know. I'm just gonna give my name. Alright. But we're missing something. We're missing the update of the name. So, basically, name should be updated using the output of the model, which is basically that. And now if we save, what happened now? The get name kept asking us our name, which is weird. So there. My name, this is a welcome agent, but it's not coming with the football agent, with the football chat. What about football? Possibly it's gonna answer back. Yeah, it answered back with a welcome agent, but it is not getting the football expert. Yeah, that's something we fix on the next video. I don't know why that happens. Well, we have troubleshoot quite a lot of things, which is basically the point of this video. The point of this video was just telling you guys, hey, we have a condition, we have an agent, we have start, we have an end node, we have the loop. We saw what happened with the loop. We have the agent memory. What's the point of him? Let me check if we're missing something. I'm happy with the video today. The tool node, that's for another video. State done, start done, loop done, LM node. We tried that and something weird happened. So the LM node should only be used for pre-processing, post-processing, but nothing like what the agent should be doing. The end node, condition agent, condition and agent. That's all. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you play around with this. As you can see, it takes a lot of time, a lot of patience. The things happen at the end, but you need to have a lot of perseverance. So I hope you like this video. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe, anything you would like to ask on the comment. See you then. Bye bye.